Namaskar. Welcome to Ahara Arogya Adhyatma, the light of Samskara. Today we have Dr. Seema Suresh, who is a very renowned dermatologist in Bengaluru. She did her MD in dermatology, venereology, and leprosy, but now venereal diseases as well as leprosy have come down. So she has started her own Dr. Seema Skincare and Laser Center. And laser treatment in future in the other episode, she will definitely tell about that. And more than that, she has got a certification from England in FRCOG, that is in the dermatology surgery, and today we are pleased to have her on our show. And especially the summer is so much, and the heat and perspiration apart sweating. More than that, we are worried about the tanning. So tell us, there are so many sunscreens and lotions and creams, but then you tell us which one is safe and which is better.
First of all, thank you so much, ma'am, for having me on your show. It is really a pleasure and an honor to be a part of this wonderful show. Yes, I do get a lot of inquiries about what products to use, what not to use, especially in summers, whether this is the right sunscreen to use. And unfortunately, there are so many OTC over the counter products which claim to give sun protection or give you a broad spectrum protection. Not just that, they give you benefits of fairness, they give you benefits of aging. They
Aging.
also, yes, anti-aging, and also they tend to revolutionize your skin. That is what they claim. But whether do we really need all these products? Not really. We need to know how to protect our skin from the sun with a simple sunscreen.
Great.
Sunscreens need to be broad spectrum. That is, they have to cover your UVA rays, UVB rays, your infrared rays, your blue light, which emits from your laptops, your high intensity visible light. All of this tend to cause photo damage. Because of that reason, only using a simple sunscreen will not help. You should have a broad spectrum sunscreen which will cover all of these rays. Along with that, it should be skin friendly. It should not be oily, greasy. It should not leave a white cast. It should be
Oh,
cosmetically acceptable also.
wow.
At the same time, it should be economical. It should be budget friendly,
Do we have
right?
such an ideal cream?
We do. We do. Again,
Okay.
as dermatologists, we'll be able to guide according to your skin type, according to your lifestyle, what is the best sunscreen which will suit your skin. So, of
Okay.
course, there are expensive ones, does not mean just because it is expensive, it is the best. We
Mm.
have budget friendly ones which actually give you a broad spectrum coverage. At the same time, most of my patients think using a sunscreen and going out is more than enough. Not really. Though
Okay.
sunscreen is an essential and most important part of your skincare routine, only
Mm.
sunscreen will not suffice.
Yes.
Actually protecting yourself from the sun, like using a umbrella, wide brim hat or a cap, or using long sleeve light colored clothing, will
Or a
definitely give you
dupatta to cover.
absolutely a simple dupatta to actually protect yourself from the sun is more important than just using a sunscreen. So,
Okay.
if we educate our patients on what are the do's and don'ts of taking care of the skin, I think it'll be much better than just advertising sunscreen continuously.
Yeah, yeah. The Westerners I have seen, because hardly they get the sunlight. And all the time it's a winter and minus 20 degrees, 10 degrees. So when the sun comes, all of them are enjoying on the sea beach. Even the Great Lakes have got the beaches. So they are
Correct.
all exposed and they get the skin cancer. But
Mhm.
in our country, though sun is scorching sun throughout the year, but still, we don't get that many skin cancers. What is the reason?
That's a wonderful question to ask, ma'am. First of all, we are living in a tropical country where we are exposed to sun at all times, and not just normal sun, but scorching sun. But thankfully, God has blessed us with something called melanin. So,
Hmm.
especially our Indian skin type or skin type 3, 4, 5. So,
Hmm.
what melanin does is the minute you get exposed to the sun, it forms a layer, protective layer to
Layer.
stop you from photo damage,
Hmm.
photodermatitis, photoaging,
Hmm.
as well as skin cancers.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, the fairer the skin you have the skin, the lesser the number of melanin in you. This is
Yes.
genetic. So
Yes.
when there is less melanin in you, there is no protective layer. Even 2 or 3 minutes or even a couple of hours of sun exposure will trigger all these cancerous cells to start developing
Oh,
because you
oh,
don't
I
have
see.
melanin protecting you. So
Oh,
you have to understand the Caucasians, the Westerners, the Europeans, they turn red despite going, and having doing sunbathing and
sunbathing,
exposing
sunbathing.
themselves to
Yes.
sun. They
Hmm.
turn red. They don't tan. They
Yeah.
want to tan,
Yeah,
whereas
you
we
need tan.
Indians do not want to tan. We don't like
Okay.
the tan, but we don't
It's a
understand
paradox. Correct, correct.
we don't understand that tanning is a good thing. It is a
Yeah,
protective
it's
mechanism
protecting.
that your
Yes.
own body is, generating
Yeah.
to make sure you don't have sun damage and skin cancers. So
So
yes,
now the ladies and the girls who are little darker, let them not be jealous of the fairer ones. So let them feel happy that positively think that you're not getting
what
the
I
skin
always
cancer.
promote is brown is beautiful. Not
Yes,
just to look at, but
yeah,
internally also. It
yes.
has so much more benefits than the fair skin.
Oh,
Unfortunately, we don't have awareness and no much education to tell that we are the beautiful lot.
yeah. In
All your
fact, when I went to
advertisements are
US for the
fair.
training, when I went to
Hmm.
US for the training, Dr. Kurt Amplatz, he called me as a brown beauty. I didn't realize
Yes,
then, but now I
yes,
realize
yes,
it's a
yes.
blessing.
Yes, I remember when I was with Dr. Suresh in Rochester, they used to come and check my skin color so that they could get the same tan color when they go for the tanning salons. And here in India, we are constantly worried, oh, I am tanned, I need to get fairer, whereas they want the exact opposite because they consider that as beautiful.
Yeah, correct, correct.
So,
We
yes,
always
sun
want
protection
something
is
which we don't have.
Yes,
Okay.
sun protection is essential. Again, depends on where you stay. What is your lifestyle?
Ah,
All of that
okay.
plays a role.
Yeah, in spite of putting cream and everything lotion, still melasma is there seen in many women, even young as well as those who have attained menopause. What is the cause for it?
See, a lot of people think that melasma is only because of sun exposure. Yes, one
Hmm.
of the major causes is because of sun exposure, but that's not
Hmm.
the only reason. We have
Hmm.
hormonal changes that play a major role in cases of melasma, especially
Hmm.
during your pregnancy time because of your progesterone hormones, during your
Hmm.
menopausal time because again there's an imbalance in the hormones. These hormones release a lot of pigmentation to come and deposit, especially on the malar aspect, on the
Yeah, yeah.
cheeks, bridge
The
of the nose.
butterfly.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yes, and also over your eyebrows and upper lip. These are the major areas where, because of hormonal changes, pigmentary deposit happens. Again, that's not the only reason. If you have a genetic predisposition, that is,
Hmm.
if your mom or dad have
Hmm.
had, melasma, then there's a
Hmm.
higher chance that the kids also tend to have melasma. So you have
Hmm.
sun, you have genetics, you have hormones. Most important is
So
your
diet?
stress.
Yeah,
Diet
stress.
also to an extent, ma'am, but
Hmm.
stress. Again,
So,
stress lowers your immunity, causes a
hmm.
lot of hormonal imbalance. That itself leads to a lot of pigmentation.
So
There's
yoga
also a
and
saying in
meditation to
Canada.
reduce the stress will help them to reduce this
Definitely.
also.
Definitely.
Okay.
There's a saying in Canada, they say bang bantu anta andre, ketkala bantu anta. That is, that is what they relate it to. If you have
Hmm.
melasma, that means you have, next some
Bad
stress are
time.
coming, a bad omen. But it's partly true and not true because the minute you're stressed, you get it.
Oh,
The other major
okay.
reason is hair color. Lot of us
Hmm.
use hair color, and when we wash it off, we make sure that the washed hair, for water falls on the face. These also deposit on the face as well as in the neck area. So washing your hair not just after applying the hair color, but on a regular basis has to be taught to the patients how they should wash it. Make sure that the washed hair water does not fall on the face and immediately they tie a towel so that it does not drip. So
Hmm.
all these education and awareness has to be brought to the patient so that they understand that melasma doesn't get triggered.
Oh, I thought the hair dye causes the bladder cancer, but I didn't know melasma also is caused by that.
Yes,
Okay.
it
Then
causes allergic
how to
contact
prevent it then?
dermatitis.
Do they
The
have the
way they
dyes? Hmm.
So again, it causes allergic contact dermatitis, it causes melasma, pigmentation. Yes, we do have multiple dyes which do not have the chemical called as PPD and ammonia. These are the triggers that actually deposit, a lot of irritation to the skin. So if you ask your dermatologist, we can guide you on what hair color to use. I've seen a lot of, men using this Godrej hair dye or this, 10 rupee hair dye at home. They are the most dangerous. They may give you good results, but they can cause long term skin damage. So please ask your dermatologist to guide you better on this topic.
Okay, okay. Then ultimately, to have a beautiful skin without melasma, without tanning, just give the tips in a rapid fire.
Okay. So, first and foremost is having a stress free, healthy lifestyle. Sun exposure, protect yourself from the sun. Don't use too many products. That's an absolute no. Don't use multiple cleansers, toners, vitamin C, niacinamide. Everything that is there on the over the counter products, please avoid them. Very important is your diet. Diet rich in antioxidants, your vitamin A rich diet, vitamin C rich diet is important for your skin. Proteins are very important for your scalp health as well as hair. Make sure you have a balanced diet. If you're acne prone, avoid dairy products, as in you can have your milks and coffees and curds, but not paneers to a large extent. So, again, be
Oh,
very selective about what you eat, hydrate yourself, drink enough water, and as such, minimal products should do the trick.
so all the citrus fruits and other fruits which contain plenty of antioxidants that can give the better skin and
Yes.
eyesight too. Do you
Yes.
agree?
Yes, absolutely, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Seema, for giving such a beautiful tips to our women, especially women. I'm saying, of course, it is
Yes.
for everyone,
Yes.
but
Mhm.
especially the young girls, they'll be benefited by your tips.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. One
Thank
last
you.
point I'd like to
Yeah.
emphasize that sunscreens do not cause vitamin deficiencies. So
Ah,
please
that is very
don't.
important.
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes.
forgot to ask that because as a cardiologist, we are bothered about the vitamin D deficiency that can cause a heart attack. So when we
Yeah.
put the sunscreen, we may think that the vitamin D will be less.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, ma'am. We stay in a tropical country where we are constantly exposed to the sun. Vitamin D deficiencies, at least in India, is mainly dietary related. We have enough sun exposure, and all of us don't use that level of sunscreens where the sun does not penetrate at all. And to
Okay.
have complete vitamin D deficiencies because of sunscreen, you have to be dripping in sunscreen, covering
Okay.
yourself completely, without any sun
Not possible.
exposure
Yeah.
and repeating it. So, no, even a little amount of exposure to sun is enough for vitamin synthesis to happen, especially D, mainly diet related. So, if you are taking foods that are good in vitamin D, that will suffice. Don't worry and think that your sunscreen will cause vitamin D deficiency.
Okay, now even though we are not going because it is hot sun, if we are sitting at home, even then should we put the sunscreen?
Preferably because the UV rays can penetrate through your windows, can your light can trigger it, your laptops can trigger it, and all of us nowadays are constantly exposed
And
to
the
mobile
mobile
phone.
and yeah.
Exactly. Mobile phone will also cause a lot of photo damage. So yes, always better instead of using multiple products, just use a sunscreen which has a good moisturizer and you're done for the day.
Oh, so soon after bath, you just apply little bit to the whole screen.
Yes.
It's a
Yes.
moisturizer, come
Yes. Yes.
skin protector and everything. So
Yes.
wonderful, so wonderful. Thank you very much, Dr.
Thank
Seema.
you,
It
ma'am.
was a
Thank you so
pleasure.
much. It's been an honor
Such
and
a
a pleasure
pleasure
as
talking to
always.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.